Okay, so this is Baruch here. I'm at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and we're going to make a review of the arm, the hand, and the head tefillin. We just have a few minutes to go through this now. The kavanas of tefillin, right? And here we go. This is the Tefillah Shayad. So he says, Yukavin la'alos the kudas kasser the chub denai the bina. So it's the kasser of the chub. And there's a parts of which is a parts of, and that parts of was the part of the Nai, the Bina, the lowest part of Bina, the Bina of Rachel. We're going to bring her up from Bria, the Lakasher of Zerah is small, the Vura the Zeranpin, and to tie her up on the left arm of Zeranpin, the Ratzilus, the Lahamshik La Rishimo Shalamochem Shalah, and we're going to bring back the Rishimo, which was deposited by the heart of Zeranpin during the night. Omdim Belibo, the Zeranpin, Behem Elu Neshamos, Shemos, and there are these names. And what is that? There are these known. This is the aliyah of these nikudos, or the development of them. So we have Iver base, Unica, and Iver. We have, Iver Aleph, Unica, and Iver base, which is the development of the Mochen. Iver base is the Mochen de Gadlus. The other two are Mochen de Katnus. And you have the Machloikas here between Rabbeinu Tam and Rashi, which is exactly the same. They say that the Mochen themselves, in the Unica stage, are Acus. And in the Iver stage, they are Acus. And then the Unica stage, they're Havayas, but the Havaya for Rabbeinu Tam is turned around. And then you have the final Iber, this is the concentration on this, is that it's the name Adni, spelled out in Amilui. This is exactly the same in Rabbeinu Tam, once again, as we said in Rashi, except that the Havaya is inverted in Rabbeinu Tam. Then after that, we're going to go over here, and it says, V'adni mole sod Iver base, Mocha de Gadlus, I guess we're showing that. Negative bias, they regard to the bias. So where you went to is that you basically had 21 Iskaros. That's right, the very beginning is that we see these 21 Yud-Ke Vav-Kes. And then after that, they're going to go to a higher level. It's going to be the Daled Osius, corresponding to the 4 Parshios. Then to develop the Parshios. So first is the names. The Parshios, the names go on the parchment, let's say, so to speak. The Parshios and Olam Atzilus, and that's the secret of Unica. And there, as we said before, is a difference between Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam. Of Adni Male, then you also have this Adni Male who sewed Iver base. And so we see how is this? The Gadlus, Nega de Bias, Ve'elu Ha'iyum, which is the Iver, Unica, and Mochim, Haim de Gadlus. So these are the Mochim, the Gimbal Shemos, Elu, Gematria, Yabuk. And then it has to go through the concept of Yabuk. So he said this is Yabuk. And Ki Yabuk, there's different ways to spell Yabuk. One is like this, Ekya Havaya Adni, comes a Gematria of Yabuk. Also, the meshing together of Havaya Elokem breaks Yabuk. And then Ekya Havaya Adni, once again we said it before, is Yabuk. And he says in Rashi, this is Rashi, and Rabbeinu Tam, the only differences are, once again, in the Havaya versus the Adni. Versus this Havaya, that is the Yud K K Vav versus Yud K Vav K, and what the reversal means is not clear. So here, this also brings you to so both Rabbeinu Tam and Rashi have this Yabuk. So the Oros that you're developing here into the bottom of the Tefillin, then whatever's inside of them is going to start coming down into Hegavuros. The Hegavuros are also represented by Mansapach, which are 5 letters. And then we have Gimel Kli Yisod Zera Anpen that goes into there. And then it comes down to the Tefillin. The Tefillin somehow corresponds to 4 letters in the 22-letter alphabet, which is Pei Samach Taf Mem, and then that same gematria as Tefillin. He said, by the same token, if you wrote it without the yud, which you could read it without it, it also comes out to be Daled Akyi, which is the same thing as the Mochad Bina of the Mochad Bina, so which is a gematria of 570. So this is where we got to, where we're coming to now. So we had the concept of the Ritzua, which is the gematria Shen Ayin, which has the same gematria as 2 kales. Like 2 kales is a tremendous amount of light coming from the face of Eric Anpen. You come in the Kajro Keter in Bailo, and this is the concept of making a yichud. Let me get this back down. Making a yichud. Here you see the word Reshua. This is the same gematria as 2 kales in a milui. You come in the Kajro Keter in Bailo. Or makif, shemisbar shin ayin harim, which has the same gematria as 370 lights, misbar base kale, which is these 2 kales. But the kasher in bailo, and this is make a yichud. This is the zun in the shilov, makes them together. It brings them together. So he says this is the hamshech rucha dechaim and nekev small dechaitim. Once you have this going, then you're going to bring inside of all of this is going to be the ruach of Chaim that's going to come from the nose. So he says ruach dechai, the neck is small. So this is the neck is small. This is the chotim of Eric Anpen, is what he says. The chotim of Eric Anpen, I guess it refers to the left nostril. But Derek's small gevura. So what comes out of Derek's small? That's the gevura, the zah, the keser, the nuk. Let me read it again. He says, we're to bring a rucha dechai. The neck is small, the choter of Eric Anpen, from the left nostril of Eric Anpen. It's going to be the letters Vav Daled. The Milu Yud Vav Daled, the Sag, Derek's small, the Eric Anpen, through the left side of Eric Anpen, and ultimately it's going to go to the Nuk with Derek's small Gevura, the Zah, the Keser, the Nuk, Ha'omen Sham. And then he says that we're going to be working on, and this is where we stop today, the Chitzonius of the Nai, the Bria. This is the lowest part of Bria, so I guess we have a flow chart going here. And we're continuing on with the lights that we see. These 2 kales are now going to move downwards. So we go first to the Chitzonius of the Nai, the Bria. So this is a very outside level of Bria, very far away from the core of Bria. Then we have the Zion, and that goes, those lights go to the Zion Elyonis, the Chitzonis, the Yitzira. So that's where they go. The Hafreit Esakale, the Chitzonis of Zah, the Yitzira, the Hamshek, Bechem, Mochim, the Holomos, the Rantke, the Ruach. So it's bringing down now the Rantke, the lights of the concept of Ruach. Ruach matches up with Yitzira. And we're going to go to a Siyah, and we'll pick it up on the other side.